Yeah, yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little winning free picks midday money on a Wednesday, January the 5th. We'll get to all the free picks in 1 second. We'll put the free picks up. I was going to wait like 2 minutes, but sometimes I did that before and I always forgot to throw them in here. So, what am I going to do? It happens. But yesterday in the video, what do we do? Not a win day. We lost with the K-State under, although we did have, K-State as a premium. It just, free pick, 97-81 college football. My play game, 97-81. NHL 23-24, the Avalanche puck line did not get there. College basketball 2-1, 98-83 with our college basketball free picks. NBA is 30-42, NFL 75-63. So that is where we are in the free pick video, and that's it. We got new games up for today. I'm just going through the social. Let's make sure it's posted because one, it doesn't post to Twitter to my real_Higgs. So I go through the winning free picks, but there's not many subscribers on that channel. But you know what? I'm just trying to update everything. So I apologize for usually the first 2 minutes is a slow go as I try to get everything rolling along here. But anyway, so we got the recap for yesterday, today's games, and we'll get into everybody else's thoughts. So Iowa State, I put this out on the daily free pick last night, and I said, let's just go money line here. It was 1 yesterday. Now it is up to 2. I actually got this at 135 also, if you want to do that. East Tennessee State 3.5, Valpo plus 7.5. And then the NBA, almost use these guys as a premium, believe it or not. The Nuggets plus the 3.5. Again, so NBA games I bet on, and this one I'm close to betting on. I haven't bet it yet, and I'm looking at the live odd here. Let me see. We get still 3.5. Still 3.5. I might bet Denver tonight. I might bet Denver. You never know. It's again for my NBA. I tell you, folks, I pick and choose the spots. Again, 15-8, 65% when I bet them. But in the video here, trying to find things 30 and 42. So take them as they are. I don't want to come in and say we're hitting huge, great numbers on every sport because that is not the case. You have good sports, you have bad sports. So there's that. Anyway, let's get to comments here in the video. Everybody popping in. Marcos, good morning. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Richie P hitting the like button. Thank you. DePaul over St. John's. You know what? I'm a Johnny's guy. You know that. I like my Redmond. I'm an old school St. John's guy. But the line has come down a little bit. I see 4.5s out there, 5s. I don't know. My numbers, right along here at 5. I want to see St. John's do good. I think they're a decent team. Didn't bet it. Francisco, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you. Hockey all cash in plus 9.4. And you like Toronto tonight on the ice. Well, I know the a lot of overs yesterday on the ice. They keep going. The overrun has been insane. But like I said, for me, I don't just I can't just jump into like favorites and stuff like that. I mean, Boston, sure as heck I was going to lay $3 there. $2, $2.30 for Tampa on the road. Detroit we kind of liked at home. We'll do Detroit at home. Winnipeg again, $2, $2.10 on the road. No, $2.30 for Colorado on the road. No, I just can't lay those huge numbers. Okay, like 160. The Ducks were probably the peak numbers for you. So like Toronto today minus 295. Again, sometimes I just walk away from. If I don't really like it, if it's not in my range, and I'm kind of set with my numbers where I want to lay on a money line, Nate, whether it be for hockey or baseball. But I'm pulling for you. You're going to lay 295. You should win. Gave me a thumbs up, Francisco. Florida money line, Creighton on the spread here from Big Facts. Yeah, this Gator team. I looked at this because again, you got to kind of adjust to things. I had Florida I was high on Florida State when they played Florida. I'm like, you know what? I'm a Florida State kind of guy. I think they're gonna be good this year, and they've actually been bad. Florida had some good wins, and they got some bad losses. What's this number here? Let me find this Florida number here. I'm looking at my sheet. This is basically still a pick 'em. It was one last night. It was one last night with Florida. Florida. It's right here. Where's it? 676. Where's it at on the board? Still the same, 1.5. I would lean Gators, I guess. Big facts. I could take the Gators with you. And the Creighton game. Where's Creighton? Are they playing Nova? Is that who they got tonight, Villanova? I think that's who they're playing. I'm just trying to go off my memory because I can't find it written down. I don't even know where it is. Here it is. 10 points, 10.5, 11 from Villanova. I mean, again, I got this right at like 11. I mean, so Florida money line. I go, you want to take Gators? I'm not saying that, but Creighton, again, it's right on my number. I guess I'm leaning the dog with you. Yeah, I had Lipscomb. We had a nice day, 6-3 yesterday in our premiums. Lipscomb covered 3.5 for the game for me. 7 overs, I bet, went 5-2. Yeah, the overs have been on an insane run. But I feel like I just can't jump into something that's that far along. That's just the old gambler hex, like the superstition. Like, okay, it's great. I just 5-2. But what's it gonna do today? Does it go 2-0 today, or does it go 0-2 and it's still on a 26-10 run? I mean, 2 6s today. Top of the morning, Tyreek. How are you? Reddington pulled it out yesterday. Did he? I forgot who he had yesterday. I forgot our games. Like the Denver pick. Utah's banged up. Yeah, I like the Nuggets today. Michael's here. Good morning. Love Iowa State today. Not high in tech. I look at this game for Iowa State. They're in off a loss. Another quality opponent coming in. And Tech's, they're home against Kansas next. Maybe this is like, it's a road game. Maybe they fade a little down the stretch and be like, you know what, let's regroup. We got a big game on deck. Iowa State's a good team. It's not Kansas. Not Kansas. It's like playing, all right, yeah, we got a big game today against so-and-so, but, Alabama's up next. Or, all right, whoever. Insert any team, who's a thoroughbred in their sport. Thoughts on NC Notre Dame? I like North Carolina. I like North Carolina. It was 2.5 last night. I thought about betting it. I was going to put it here in the chat, and I just actually forgot to put it in the chat. But I kind of like North Carolina. I know the line's come down. It's 2 now. And we're just talking about it, right? We're just talking about Kansas. Like Notre Dame, this is a big game for them, right? They're Super Bowl type an affair, right? Didn't they beat Kentucky here, right? I think did they play Kentucky? I don't remember off the top of my head if they won them. And I got to pull up the game. So give me a second. I guess I liked NC. Did not bet it. But I'm leaning towards, they beat Kentucky here. So, yeah, I would, I'd lean on Notre Dame based on the fact that everyone's going to bet North Carolina. Yet here it is. The lines come down a tick. That's probably why I didn't throw it in the chat. Hit the Grand Salami in hockey yesterday, over 47.5 goals. I'll tell you what, that's probably been good. These goals, I can't believe the goal scoring in hockey. Jaguars money line. Yeah, I mean, really? What does that mean? That means absolutely nothing to me. So in 5 years, they haven't won in Jacksonville. I mean, now I got to go back to look at these matchups. And let's see. I'm going back to 2017 in Jacksonville. 27-0. Jaguars get it done. Blake Bortles 330 yards passing. TJ Yeldon. I mean, who's even on this team? Jacoby. I mean, Brissett was quarterbacking, and Frank Gore and had 30 yards rushing to lead the team. He had 34. Brissett had 31. So I mean, that was that Colts team. Then. Let's go to Home team, Jacksonville. Oh, excuse me. That Jacksonville actually swept them in 2017. That was 27-0 in Indianapolis. And they beat them 30-10 in Jacksonville. I apologize. Again, Brissett had nice 170 yards passing, 2 picks, 60 yards. Frank Gore leading the team in rushing. Blake Bortles, again, a good team. Another 310 yards, 2 TDs. Then we'll go to 2018. Barn burner, 6-0 in Jacksonville. 6-0. Andrew Luck versus Cody Kessler. Again, running game. Who's this? Marlon Mack, 27 yards rushing, 8 attempts. Luck, 2 for 16. I mean, what kind of game is that? And then we go to 20, home team, 38-20 in 2019. Again, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't go off crazy things like that. It's a totally different team. Knock yourselves off. Have fun with Jacksonville money line. I really like Youngstown today. The Penguins. I actually kind of like Robert Morris today, Tate, believe it or not. I like Robert Morris. Davidson St. Joe's. I got this actually up on my 3-pack. Like, I mean, I have what I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 11 games. Plus I had a postponement on Delaware, but I got 11. But that's in my 3-pack. So I'm not giving that one out. I'm really liking Warriors, Mavs under the 215. Well, you know me. Warriors have been kind of an under team, but no opinion in that NBA. Only game NBA I'm kind of looking at there is Denver. Like I said yesterday, like games to look at. Kind of like Toronto. I didn't put out in the chat. Raptors won. Not running a bet NBA. Mercer, Sanford. What is this number here? Let's pull it up. Still 6. It was 6 yesterday. I mean, I guess I'd lean Mercer a little bit. Didn't bet it, but I would lean on the home team there. And St. Joe's. And that's the Davidson game, right? St. Joe's Davidson. We got that. That one's up. That one's in the package. Davidson should win and win nice, but the problem is they've been off for 2 weeks. That hurts shooters. There are a lot of guys on these, it is what it is. I mean, you got the COVID pauses, guys not playing, and then on top of that, it's December where teams are just off and have quirky scheduling because of exams and kids not being around. The Citadel, West Carolina. I like the Citadel here. I like the Citadel. West Carolina, I'm not loving. Has this line moved? There was one last night. What is this number in rotation? To pick 'em. Citadel for me. Alabama, Florida, I'd go Gators. Camped the Leafs and got the line early. -140. There you go. I mean, listen, I'd rather, get that early line. We talk about that, right? So you got Toronto -140, now they're $3. Providence killed yesterday. We had Marquette here in the chat. With you on Iowa State. NC -2. I like Notre Dame. Good morning, Rob. Chattanooga, Wolford. So, we like Chattanooga. We like them. Right? Give us our chatties. But in this spot for me, I kind of like Wolford. This is one of those games I don't want to lay. I mean, because I got this basically as a pick 'em, right? So, do I want Chatty to win? Can I see Wolford pulling it out? No bet for me. Tulane, ECU. I like East Carolina. We're going with the Earl Carolina. We'll call them. Furman, NC Greensboro. Robert Morris, Youngstown. So I like Robert Morris and Firm. We like the Firm. Give me Firm in there. It was 3 last night. I don't know what it's at right now. Where's Furman? Up to 4. Still like money earning Furman. Give you a good parlay. Here we go. Parlay time, huh? There you go. You got a nice 3-team college basketball parlay right there for you. Man, I like NC versus ND, but the line has come down. Everyone's on Carolina. I don't like Notre Dame. I agree. I sort of like – you look at the number, you're like, yeah, I kind of like North Carolina. And then you say, why? Then you think about it for a second, Mike, and you're like, this line's crazy. I said before, I was going to bet North Carolina last night. I was going to put it in the chat. I'm like, maybe I'll use North Carolina. The line's come down. Notre Dame it is. Thank you, Irish. Get it done here at home. Missouri State and Missouri State money line. Bama State -4. Tulane in a pick'em. So Mizzou State I actually got. I bet Mizzou State. Alabama State, is that still 3.5? All right. And Tulane Green Wave. Where's that Tulane? Is that down to a pick'em here against East Carolina? Because I kind of like ECU. Cashville versus Campbell. So you're taking the 6.5 with Asheville, huh? That's a weird line because I got Campbell. I mean, I guess I got him out of 8 points better. Didn't bet it, though. Go Jags. Get Big Ben to the playoffs. Bet the storyline, not the game. Bet the storyline. All right, Marlo. I mean, you're going with that angle. I guess you're loaded up on the Chargers, right? The league doesn't want the Raiders in the playoffs. I was just being sarcastic with Jags. So, all right. I went on a little. I went into those games. You can't. This isn't 99. Half you guys probably weren't even born. Like, it was easy back in the day. You do college basketball. Georgetown plays St. John's, and your UConns, your BCs, it'd be all. It was just the way the league played. You could really get into trends over the years because coaches never left. Players were there all the time. It is what it is. Now you go back, well, this hasn't happened here in this many years. Well, I mean, sometimes the teams don't play every year. Not in the case of the Jags and the Colts. But just the transformation of the franchise and, quarterback play. You're talking, don't get wrapped up in, okay, stats, trends, they're wonderful. They're great. You got this going on. Okay. Where is it? I folded it up because I wrote it down. See if I still have it somewhere here in my notes. It was about the NFL. No, I must have got rid of it already. So it was bowl games and NFL as well. But the bowl game stat where it was early, all the overs hit, right? It was some kind of crazy over. Let's bet all the overs. Look at this, easy money. Yeah, and I think the unders overtook them. Or it was dogs early, and it's been all faves or whatever the case may be. You can't just get wrapped up into those things. It's a little bigger than that. They're fine for a little while. Marlo's looking to lose money. Marlo, do yourself a favor. You want to give away some money? Go buy a monthly pass, full price. You just want to throw away a couple $100. I mean, at least you'll get some winners with it. But if you're looking to bet the Jaguars, I got a lot of better options out there. Kentucky lost their game. Yep. Yes, it did. And you know what? North Carolina's going to lose to them tonight also. Southern versus Fairbury. I liked Southern the other night against Texas Southern, and I was like, you know what? This is – I don't know. I guess I talked myself out of it because everything I dug was Texas Southern's a good team. So now I don't know if this is a little bit of an inflated line, an extra point or two based on their win, because I got this at 2, and yet it's at 4.5, 4. It was 4.5 last night, so it's come down. So it's a little inflated for me there based on the win over Texas Southern. Now, Texas Southern, now I could come in and say, okay, let's take Texas Southern here because it's -2. It's -2. It was 6.5 last night. It was 6.5 last night. The line's 2, Michael? Are guys out? I got to do some digging on that game if guys are out on. What is going on in that? Someone find out who's now playing for Texas Southern. Because if I get Texas Southern -2, I'm writing it down to go look for it after I'll get done here in 10 minutes. Texas Southern -2. Interesting. Game was forfeited by Prairie View. So Southern's over. That game's off the board already, Southern, huh? Lex Steele's in the house. Good morning. And good afternoon. Heat over Celtics. Nice 2 picks. Let me take a quick look here. Because doing kind of NBA game I like today was Denver legend. The legend is in the house. So the legend's in the Miami Heat over. I don't know who the Heat got here. Where's the slide at? Miami against Portland, 2:15. You know what? I can go over there because you got two bad teams. I get it. You want to go over? All right. I'll say okay. Am I betting it? No, I'm not a lover of either of these squads. The Celtics minus the 8. Spurs are Spurs have been slumping, so you know what? We could do Celtics. Right? We said Celtics the other day here. I think coming out of their breaks, we like Celtics. VCU Dayton. What is this number? Is there still 2 there, Quincy? How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. VCU is now a 3-point dog to the Flyers. Huh. You know, I would take +3 here. I would take so. I got this more of like a pick 'em type of an affair. So I'm getting 3 points, Quince. Worth a shot. Although I didn't dig. I don't know what the matchup is again. I'm going to write this one down for myself. You know, you're on YouTube. So if you're on Twitter, maybe I'll post it out there. I'll be like, hey, take VCU. But right now at +3, I can make a little play on VCU. No. That's impossible. No. He didn't have Providence. I had Marquette because I bet Marquette. It's on my site. Go bet it. I mean, we had Marquette. I had Marquette. Oh, yeah, that's definitely wrong. I know I had Marquette because that's a game I actually, put out. So I wasn't gonna, had Marquette minus 115. So they did great. He's getting his props. Indy going to gut Jacksonville. Indy, New England, KC at the solid 3 pick. I'm happy because I got KC at KC minus 3. All right, I got KC. KC minus 3.5. How's that? How's that line? KC minus 3.5. Good. Notre Dame shady. Yes, they are. It is a shady squad. But I'll take them at home here. Give me at home. Just the bucket. Looks too, the two easies. By North Carolina. See if that was good with Kentucky. NFL. Here we go. It's fixed. Marlowe's been betting for 6 months. He thinks the games are fixed. Come on, Marlowe. I like Valpo. Yes, Miss Anika. I got Valpo myself. I got 7.5 last night. Jeff Robo, he's back from his little cruise. How was the cruise? Who'd you cruise with? I need a cruise. I've gone on 2 cruises. We did our honeymoon. Flew from Jersey down to Miami. Out of Port Miami, very nice. I mean, we got down there early. Wherever I go, I'm like first flight. I'm like, whatever time, 5, 6 a.m. I'm on a first flight. I want to get there. We got to the boat at like 10, 11, whatever it was. I got in there. I went to like the little buffet in a Royal Caribbean, hit that a little bit. Went to the room, took a nap because you got to be up like 4 a.m. or whatever. I got up to go to the airport, and then I just took a nap. And I was waking up, and the TV was on, and the football game was on. And then we were just cruising out of Miami Port. Man, what a beautiful sight. It's beautiful. And then we did another cruise out of Jersey with my parents. My parents, for their 50th wedding anniversary, took me and my family and my brother and his 2 girls. So we all went on a 9-day, 10-day cruise. It was wonderful. It was nice time. I like the Warriors under. I can do Warriors under. I can do Warriors under. I said that against the match, yes. Bama, kind of like the Gators. North Carolina, no. Creighton, yes. And the Davidson-St. Joe's game is in my 3-pack. Rollin, good morning. Got Miami minus 2. I don't know if I like Portland's. What's going on with that team? I'll say I like Miami though, so I'll settle Miami. Well, let's just go because I think the Heat are decent when they're all there, and I was just talking about their beautiful port for sailing out of. And you know what? After talking right now about Miami, I might go play Vice City. Why not? Richmond 9.5, excellent number. It's gone up. The Spiders are my team, Ron. We like them. We like them. I should have bet them last night because down at 11. Greensboro. We talked about that against. We're talking about Asheville. I'm sorry. Who's Greensboro got? Against Furman. I'm on the. I like Furman there. Under Creighton game. I can see the under Creighton game. Okay, I'll be with you on that. Doggy day in the NBA, says Tim Raw. I like to hear that. We like our dogs. And I got a home dog today, at least in the chat. I don't know if I'm going to bet it yet. I definitely need an assistant.
I try to organize my stuff. Like I got my printout for all the games for today, right? So they're all in it's rotation order, and I try to remember. It's tough to remember all the games. I don't pretend to know every player, every game, so I write them down. But then on my other sheet here, like I have my year-long printout of all the NFL lines, and then I have my NFL things here, my NFL book for all my NFL picks. But then I lost my trend thing that I saw somebody put up. Yeah, a sister would be nice. I mean, I guess I don't know. Thank you, Legend. But I'm glad, Legend, because I haven't really seen you post, so I'm glad you've watched. And sometimes, yeah, I'm fumbling around for my papers. I have a lot of papers in front of me because I'm old. I'm an old guy. I like my papers. I write them down. But Miami, Florida -2. Miami, Florida. Okay, I'm thinking we were talking Miami Heat, but we're talking a little college basketball here against the Cuse. What do we got going on here? You know what? -2. Why not? I mean, let's go. Let's go, Miami. Let's see if your record's as good as it says it is. You're what, 11-1, 11-3. Yeah, we do the look headlines, right? We do shows during the day. I mean, for college basketball, and then I got to tell you, so like I had a 1 point loser yesterday on one of the games, closed different. I get the games up the day before, and some days I bet day of personally, yeah. Like sometimes it's a little different than when I get betting than when I put on sites because the sites only have straight up, there's no first halves, quarters, and not that I get into a lot of those things anyway. But I get up early. I put the games in because people, want to know. You get people buy subscriptions. You want to put the picks up early for college hoops this year, and I'm trucking along. 59% since December 1st, which I'm really 59% might as well be 85% with the way these guys opt out and games canceled, stuff like that. But yeah, college basketball's tough. Guys not playing, day of results. I saw like in the hockey, the kid guy McDavid, he tested positive yesterday, but he could still play today if he tests negative. Like, why are we testing people? If you're positive yesterday and you're negative today, why are you testing? Can we stop that? I mean, forget about the whole betting aspect of it, just everything else. I like Pittsburgh against the Ville college hoops. Yeah, we've seen Pittsburgh be pathetic this year. We've seen them be bad, Dave, right? And then are they 12 points bad to Louisville? I would lean to the +12, believe it or not. Again, didn't bet it. Oh, thank goodness Tim Rolls putting some from NBA in here, folks, because I'm not a huge NBA lover. Pacers +8 against the Nets, right? And I said maybe lean to the Nets the other day against Memphis, right? I said, I think let's take Memphis here. Nets lose. They get Kyrie back. Maybe they show up there. 8 points. I don't want to lay 8 points with first game back for Kyrie. So, okay there. Hawks, no opinion there. Denver, yes. Denver over. Why not, right? We got them home. We need them to score points. I get it. Toronto, yeah, I don't understand that line. I like Toronto there also. Thunder, we've taken the Thunder. I'm going to say let's go doggies. Miami money line here against the Blazers. Why not? They're not in good shape. And Golden State, hey, they're Golden State. Houston and Washington going over 229. The Rockets. They got all their guys back. I know they suspended guys for acting fool the other day. Missouri State money line. Francisco, I'm not gonna tell you lay money. Oh no, they're down to a pick 'em, right? Because I got a bad number there. I got a 2.5. I got a bad number on Missouri State. So yeah, let's go Missouri State. Youngstown over. Mississippi. Who's that? Mississippi State or I don't know. Buffalo team total time. Tate's great. It's going crazy. It's hard enough. It's hard enough with college hoops with these guys. You don't know until 10 minutes before tip-off who's playing, and you're doing totals at noon. Love the Warriors. Seems everybody's on them. Yeah, and that's for all sports, Mike. Coming back after a road trip. As your first game back, you got family, you got bills, you take out the car. Everything's just kind of like a first game back. I get it. You want to kind of like avoid that situation. Bowling Green, Buffalo. What do I got on this puppy? 162. It was 162 last night. Has not moved. But when it's a lot of points like that, Nathan, I think just go over because they're trying to scare you into going under. So I'd lean over. Rob Franklin's with you on BG. No limits in the house. No limits could come in here. Where you at? Go. Let's go. Throw up that. Well, not that much hockey in a parlay for you. I know you kind of like to do that. Yes, COVID games are really. League never likes a Raider since they Val Davis. Seriously, I mean, if you're, going on, let's take it on storylines. All spreads. Sixers, Nets. These are definitely all spreads. I mean, so Sixers, I don't know who they got. Nets, Nets at 2.5, totally different than them laying 8. So, maybe they win there. See, I would just, if you're going to do that, why don't you just do it 7 all 7? Why don't you bump up the teaser and take the Pacers with extra points? Like when you come down with these numbers, now you're thinking like, oh, I don't think they'll win by 8, but they could win by 5. I'd more go the other way, but to each his own. No, I don't mind. You come in here, you put your picks, and they win. So I got respect for that. Indiana State money line. Where's Indiana State in my paper? And then we're going to start wrapping this up. Again, we're going to keep this around like the half hours going forward here. Indiana State. Where is the Missouri Valley? Against Evansville, -6. I'm not liking that one. Not liking Indiana. And money line. Oh, boy. Indiana off the board. Look at that. Just like that, Indiana State's postponed. All right. That's a half hour. And again, we're going to do half hours because, one, it is what it is. I was actually going to put some football picks in here for Sunday NFL, but we'll do those tomorrow. So come back in for some early NFL, or not as early as the Look Headline show, but early enough. All right, everybody. Have a good